WESTS Tigers fans, how the heck are you doing today? It is game day. We are going up against the New Zealand Warriors on their home turf, but I believe we can and will walk away with the win, and it's going to come down to a few key players. In today's video, we are breaking down just some of the strengths and weaknesses on certain players, but we're going to be going through each player and my personal opinion on what they do well, what they could be better at, and what their kind of assignment is for this game. So I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to be the man of the match this game from our team, and who do you think is going to come away with the first try scored? Let me know in the comments below. I am personally going to put the first try scored up to Charlie Staines. I think he has got a good shot at it, and so I'm super pumped to see him keep playing. And yeah, it's going to be a great game. We're going to be live streaming it all on this channel with Real Fan Sports. We're going to be going live at kickoff, so make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be such a fun time as always. My name is Geordie. If you're new here, I am a diehard WESTS Tigers fan who lives, breathes, and just absolutely lives by the orange, black, and white. If you love the Tigers or footy as much as I do, a great community, make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, join the community because it is one you want to be part of. So let's get into it because we have a big video to go over for our team today. So our first talking point is our number one, our Dreamball replacement. That is Sosaia Tahu. Now his role tonight, I think, is going to be the striking weapon, the early set carrier, and that line breaker. So what he'll do great based on history. These are some of my thoughts that then I just ran through AI to kind of put it out into a little set list for us. And he does great. He has huge meters on kick returns. Even when he was on the wing, he had that same thing. He's lethal on left edge sweep plays, so we need to definitely prioritize putting him on those edges, getting him the ball, and having decoys like Safe Off, even like Twally, things like that out there on those edges. Whatever they might look like, just having them out ready to go. He has great hands in yardage, turns bad sets into momentum, and just overall his spirit and attitude is something I really enjoy about Sosaia Tahu. These are a few watch outs. I'm not going to say bads, I'm not going to say negatives about him, just some watch outs, things that we could be better at, things that just he's prone to. That is, he can drift a little sideways under pressure, so stay north-south in yardage. He can also drop the ball, so he needs to be tidy under the high ball. Wet conditions, which I think is what's supposed to be happening tonight, can definitely test that. So Sosaia Tahu, overall, he is going to be a striking force, our front foot forward, making sure we get through those lines and getting some yardage going. Next up is Charlie Staines, in my opinion, the first try scorer. He is going to be our safe finisher, our support runner, and our kick chaser, kind of like over at number 5 as well, which we'll get into. But what he does really great, he knows how to cover ground fast on kick chasers. Even defensively, he knows how to shift as well. He does offer very solid carries off our own line and can ice simple tries if we give him space, i.e. this whole Star Toa flick pass last week was absolutely beautiful. That's what I'm referring to there. And then when he came back off of his injury, we saw, a few great tries straight away from him. That was like, dang, dude, Charlie Staines is back and he is better than ever. He's fast. He is lethal. He knows how to run straight at the defensive line, and he can put that ball over that line any day of the freaking week. A few watch outs for him. I think he doesn't always win contact on first hit-ups. So I don't think we use him as our first set, our first yardage option. I think we stick with our bigger guys, and that's enough said about that, really. And then watching his spacing in defensive chains, we definitely know that there has been a trend where his defensive reads haven't been tip-top A1. But not everyone's perfect, and, on attack, I think he makes up for that. But this game, he has to be defensively on point. There is no room for error defensively, and not just for him, but for our whole team this game. So making sure that we come through and defensively, are sound there will be a huge thing for him. Number 3, Adam Dewey, back in center. Pretty stoked on that, honestly. He is our ball-playing center. He's edge link man. He's our goal kicker, our in-game kicker. He has kind of a man of many talents and many positions on our team. What he does great is very smart short ball to back rowers. He knows how to engage those defenders and flick it to the edge. He also brings his calm and structure to the edge that I don't think we have with Star Toa. Now, I love Star for Toa, but there's something about Adam Dewey's, I don't know if it's his maturity or his attitude, but something about him just just his calmness on his edge there. And yeah, that's something I really, really value and appreciate in him as, our center, but also last week as our 5'8", like that is something that we need more of from him. And as we look at possibly keeping him around for longer, as long as we get that out of him, maybe put him at a ball playing lock and see if he can kind of, give that same energy and attitude in the forward pack. So his watch out, so is his lateral movements in defense, protecting from their quick footwork. I think just watching him play over the last few weeks and seasons, whatnot, he can be just a little underreactive, I think is the word. A little slow to a few movements, to a few steps, things like that. And with the Warriors, I think we're going to see a fair bit of that tonight. We're going to see big boys doing that too. So we're going to make sure that we're just on point, making sure that we're ready and agile and ready to strike at any point. And then he needs to back himself more instead of overplaying shape. We know that he knows how to run it extremely hard when he goes direct, but at any moment where he has to step or things like that, I just think there can be just a little overcomplication and a little too much flair that it's not great. And so, Adam Dewey, my one piece of advice to you, man, is just run it freaking hard, run it direct, and then just do what you do best, and that is just be a finisher, because you know how to do it. You are the link man, you are a goal kicker, and I'm so pumped that you are on this team. You are definitely one of my favorite players of all time in this club. Number 4 on the other side, we've got Sosaia Tahu, our power runner, our offload threat, our early set meter eater is what we're going to call him. He's the explosive hit-ups. He gives that early punch when we need it the most, both on attack and defense. He gets those post-contact meters, and he really does drop the ball. He does a really solid job at making sure he completes his plays that he's part of to the best of his ability. Now, his watch outs, he can jam too hard in D, needs good talk from his inside, and then we also just need a support play for him. Like, he needs to lift in that, follow breaks more aggressively, and so, yeah, I always love how he goes after it. So, like, we saw that with the Charlie Staines try this past weekend, like, the way that he just went after it. Sometimes I just don't know if he's thinking. Like, there's times he barrels through defenders as well, and it's just risky. So I just want to, my biggest ask for him is just play smart, good eyes up footy. And if you want to go for it, but make sure that, Jerome Leilua is ready, Appy is ready as well, because I just want to make sure that we are doing smart footy. That has just been my biggest concern this whole season with him. But again, love Sosaia Tahu. This is not ripping. This is just some constructive criticism, things I've noticed, and just being real with you guys. Number 5 on the edge there, we have our X-Factor finisher, energy player, edge pressure, back from a hamstring injury. That is Jerrell Skelton, baby. And he is this dynamic in broken play. He is a big body. He's got great hands and length for finishing those tight chances, and a huge upside and boost when he is confident that I believe we haven't really tapped into yet. And so with that being said, I think under pressure and under fatigue, he definitely has some iffy defensive reads, especially under that fatigue. Now, I know he had a pretty nasty injury this season with his hamstring, things like that. But I just think, we just got to step that up, especially for this game. We are going on a bloody 0-5 run, Tigers fans, if we can get this game. I truly believe it. His other watch out is he needs to work inside out more when coming infield for carries. So just, making sure that he goes hard all in all. He's a big body, and I just want him to make sure he uses that, every single time. Now, number 6 and number 7, these are our halves for tonight. These are our playmakers. We've got Jerome Leilua, our chief creator, our momentum shifter, and generally our left side general. He's the crafty ball player, especially 3-on-2s. Great combo. Normally with Bullard, we're going to put in Taruva, Dewey, Tahu, and Skelton. These guys, they know how to come in and be led by by Jerome Leilua, and Jerome Leilua knows how to lead this team. I've seen major glimpses of that. We've also seen major glimpses of no leadership, and so tonight I just asked Jerome, step up, lead the team, because we perform better under great leadership, and you are a great leader. We just need you to lead. So he brings that swagger when things are rolling too, kind of that mean, that dog energy kind of thing, you know what I'm talking about, where there's not a care in the world. He's here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to play footy, and he's coming off a major upset with the Blues. He didn't play the week before. I believe he's going to be so hungry for a win, and he's going up with Afainu as well in his halves. Like, things are going to be absolutely electric, and I can't wait to watch it with you guys. His watch outs, he can get two sideways if the ruck is slowing down. We've seen that, like, he's trying to make something happen. He might run from left to right, back to left. He's just everywhere. So just watch out. I think in those situations, personally, I think just running direct is a little better, and he needs to stay composed if we go down early. His leadership his leadership counts, and we are going to be looking to him if things don't go according to plan right off the bat. We're going to be looking to him to bring that momentum, that rhythm, but also that guidance and, just the captainship, right? The skippership. I'm not even sure if that's a word, but I'm making it. So, what are your thoughts on Jerome Leilua being back? Do you think he's hungry, or do you think he is just done for the season? He's played 2 Origin games now. They're both, they were big games for sure. Number 7, Afainu, our young gun game controller, second phase creator, and I believe, I added this, kick in general. I believe there is something to be kind of uprooted in him, if you will. Something that, is coming out of him that I am so pumped to see, and that is his kicking game. Something that's been discovered, and I've seen his grubbers, I've seen his chips, I've seen his bombs, I've seen his punts. I really do believe his kicking game is going to only be better. We've got Benji, obviously got Hodgson, people like this that are training these guys to help them be better kickers. So I guarantee you next season, we're going to see a whole different Latu than we've ever seen before. We're going to see like a Benji Marshall 2.0, both on attack and defense, but also in his kicking game, and I am so pumped to see that. So Sharp, what I think he does great, that he'll need to do great tonight on, is his sharp, short kicking game, grubbers, repeat sets, reads the defensive line well when isolated, can dig into the line and still ball play. Those are things that we need from our half, especially in a young gun like him. His watch out, just communication. He's young. He's still getting his grips on things in the first grade footy, but he just must dominate the set direction early. He needs to keep the energy high in the back end, because that obviously can fade, especially on that right edge. Now, I'm going to kind of go through these next few guys, and I want to hear your thoughts in our forward pack, because I believe we're finally getting some depth, not only in our back line, but also in our forward pack. And this is something that's really exciting. We've got Terrell May, our enforcer, our tempo setter, our defensive anchor. He's the big first contact in D most times, and he is the guy that shows up week after week. He knows how to slow rock beautifully when we are under pressure, and we can create late footwork to dent lines, and that is him, man. Like, he has got that written all over. His biggest thing, I think, he's just offsides, flops, and tackle 5. Just things, a little bit of discipline for those controllable errors. I think for him, it was really hard to come up with a thing, some watch outs, just making sure that he is disciplined in those small things, and then doesn't chase moments. Keep it simple and brutal. Just keep it 100%, above 95% if we can, and that's all I ask. And then Api Korosai, our tempo king, deception artist, our spine glue, really, and our veteran seasonality on the team, and he's got the best ruck tempo in the comp. He sells every dummy. He's got elite short side raids. He brings composure and chaos in equal measure, and I think what his biggest area for growth, or his biggest watch out, is just not overplaying early if the middle is losing. We've seen that time and time again, especially earlier on in the mid-season, and he just needs to conserve energy and just not have that like the long stint coming kind of thing. Just making sure that he's not getting overdone, fatigued, things like that. But we do have Tristan Hope, which we'll talk about in a minute. Vono Pole, a middle motor link prop ruck controller, baby. He absorbs big minutes with no drop-off. Good hands for a prop. Can shift play if needed. Wins most collisions. And in my opinion, a fan favorite. Who doesn't love Vono Pole, man? Like, his biggest thing that I think is if he can get isolated when late in the sets, that's kind of his biggest thing. He can get isolated when late into sets. And he just needs that talk. He needs that direction around him. Again, Appy's going to be huge for that. Terrell May's going to be huge for that. And also Latu and Jerome, man. Like, these guys need to keep this energy up, keep the team up. He can also stay tight, don't drift wide too early. If we can do that, we'll be just fine. Number 11, Samuel Afainu, man. He's our line runner, edge muscle, kick pressure, explosive, very explosive off the hip, knows how to run, perfect for short balls from like Latu, from Appy, Luai. Those guys can pressure kickers on fourth, 4th and 5th. Strong contact on those edge defense. We're going to need that absolutely tonight, especially for people like Charlie Staines, Dartoa, those guys. Make sure we have big guys with the smaller guys. His watch out, stay connected with inside defenders. Can be exposed by decoys very easily, I've noticed. Ball security, just carry strong, man. That's all I ask there. Tony Suka, our young gun defensive workhorse and edge stabilizer. I think he has a 30-plus tackle potential, man. Like, he is just an absolute unit. Great discipline, great position most of the time, reliable edge presence. I just think his support play could be more active, in my opinion, especially in games like this. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on him, but he is a fan favorite of mine too. But keeping an eye on him tonight, making sure that he has that support play for our edges. Twally, our anchor, our engine, our plug-and-play man, our 100% captain rate. Dude, this guy, just an absolute unit. I love Twally. No errors, no nonsense. He knows how to do it well. He helps control defensive line and absorb traffic. Always backs up the play, and then but this is his, I think, weaknesses or things to offer or watch out, whatever you want to call it. He needs to offer more than just clean up. Add on a tip on or a decoy when needed, and I think he'll be just set there. Talk more in transition, keep shape type, and I think having him in the skipper role last week is going to give him a whole nother perspective on what it's like to lead a team, and so I'm super pumped to see how that affects him this week. Tristan Hope, 14, our utility spark, dummy half cover, our dart man, great footwork, high energy, and knows how to reset rhythms late in the halves. Just make sure combos with forwards are clear before getting out there and running our big guys. 15, safe after impact forward. He has aggressive line running speed, perfect in late sets. He knows how to hold shape well in D most of the time, and of course he brings a great attitude and effort. He can be penalized for overcommitting, so just stay composed, and ball handling under fatigue is a very known thing for him, so just stay just locked in, no fumbles. And then we have Siani Afainu, fresh middle punch, late energy, has that serious pot when fresh, great timing off Appy. Tristan Hope creates momentum on tackle 1 and 2 and after kicks, and can help dominate late periods. His work rate in defensive sets just needs to keep moving, stay moving, and he'll be just fine. Stay squared, doesn't need to shoot out all the time. Jackie Bird, our veteran presence, utility cover. He brings unpredictability. He knows how to play edge, center, or lock. He is great. He's very, very vocal, helps organize the younger guys, and not afraid of the big moments. Just don't overplay your hand, Jackie Bird. Pick your moment to inject and go for it, and just need to lock in defensively, especially around B and C defenders. Now, Tigers fans, what are your thoughts on all of that, man? I am so pumped on this team. We are just in a spot in this season where we win this, we are going on a bloody 0-5 run. I truly believe it. I believe we can and will make the finals, make the top 8 if we win this game. We obviously have a bye next, and then we got some big games that we have to make up. But like Sam said on the Fan Friday this past week, all we need to do is win 6 games. Just 6 games. We can do it. We can bloody do it. So, we've got Roosters down. Can we do the Warriors? We got the bye. That is 3 more after that. Let's get after it, Tigers fans. I will see you on the live stream. Make sure you pick up a One Jungle hat. And, this is a great bloody day to see and a great season to be a Tigers fan. I am freaking so pumped, baby. Game day. I'll see y'all in a few hours. It is going to be electric.